Hey, my friend, I'm so excited that you're here with me today so I can tell you more about the Giving Your Gifts to the World program. And you're here with me today because you know there's something more. You know there's another level of transformation that you can be offering the world, a bigger impact, more reach, another level of success in your lifestyle and freedom that you can be having in your life in the process of giving your gifts to the world. And in Energetic NLP, Art and I are extraordinarily passionate and excited about helping you get your gifts, your superpower, the thing you're here to contribute to the world, really out there and to unblocking you around that. So who this is for, this program is really for people who are more old souls. You know, they've been engaged in things. You just sort of know it about yourself. And you've been working on yourself for a while. You've tried a lot of different things. And you just know that there's another level that you haven't been able to reach yet. And you see other people maybe starting and just doing basic law of attraction things and it works. Or other pieces and things just clear. And maybe it's a little bit more complicated for you. But part of the reason for that is because you're up to a more rich, complicated spiritual lifetime. And there's challenge in that, but there's also a lot of beauty and richness in that. And we want to let you know it's not that you're doing anything wrong. There's actually a greater degree of complexity for older souls in what we're up to, what we're navigating. And we love helping you navigate through that. So this is for you if you sort of have a sense that maybe you know you've got more inside of you to give. You may not even know exactly what your gifts are, but you've caught the scent of them. You have that feeling that there's something there that needs to be released and shared with the world. And you may not even know exactly what it is, but you have that longing, that draw, right? It may also be for you if you know what your gifts are and you know them, you've been cultivating, you've got them, and you just haven't been able to actually put them out there, haven't been able to actually give them to the world and be successful at it. You haven't actually gotten the feedback, been able to monetize it, earn your living from it necessarily, but you've got it, you know the preciousness of it, and you're at that next layer of really hungry and desiring to get it out there, but you just keep hitting those inner obstacles or outer ones and just feel kind of jammed around that. Or maybe you've already achieved a level of success in giving your gifts to the world and offering your contribution, and you've had a level of success with it, and it's great. You've got a better lifestyle than a lot of people doing it. You're doing what you love, but you know there's a bigger level of impact. You know you could be serving, transforming the world at a higher level, reaching more people, and having a lifestyle that's even more free, more joyful, more rich. And whether you're at any of these three stages, you're in that sort of discovery place of not quite knowing what it is and getting ready to get it out there, or you know what your gifts are and you're just needing that clearing, that opening to be able to get them to the world. Or if you're already doing that successfully and you know you're ready to take that next jump, to take your giving your gifts to the world to the next level, your mission, your purpose to the next level. If you're in either of those three categories, then this is absolutely for you. Because the big reason you've been jamming around this is something that in Energetic NLP we call whole being permission. And in whole being permission, it's the idea that in order for an intention to be effective, in order to jump to that next level, regardless of which of those three stages you're at, your whole field, your entire being, needs to be congruent. All the parts of you need to be moving aligned and in the same direction. So in Energetic NLP, we talk about your unconscious mind, your conscious mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit all need to be moving in the same direction. And so often they're not, because each of these different parts of us has multiple agendas and desires and layers of programming and beliefs and traumas and other things. So oftentimes they're in conflict. And what that does, it's like if you're in a chariot with horses all running different directions. You're not going to get where you want to go. So part of creating this whole being permission is getting all those horses, all those parts of you, your conscious mind, your unconscious, your body, your soul, your spirit, all the parts of your unconscious, and your ancestral and collective relationships, getting them fully in the same direction so that all your horses in your chariot are powerfully pulling you towards your goal. And the farther along that progression I described, the more your horses are in line. But maybe there's some tweaking, maybe there's another part of you that could be even more lined up to get you even more powerfully forward or with more ease. So one of the things with whole being permission that is a challenge that when you're jumping from each of these levels and giving your gifts to the world, one of the big pieces is getting all the parts of you fully on board, all the parts moving in the same direction. The other big piece that we've found, that Art and I have found in really getting that whole being permission to take your giving your gifts to the next level is, in addition to being all moving in the same direction, we need to be able to remove all the various kinds of blocks and obstacles that are holding us back. So most of us, especially for older souls who are up to more complex things, it's almost like you're a Ferrari. You've got all this incredible power to move forward, and you've got a parking boot on your black wheel, and your emergency brakes are on, and you've got a cable hooked to the back that's tied to a cement wall, and maybe there's a low cement wall in front of you, and maybe you've cleared one or removed three, or maybe removed a bunch, but there's still some of these other pieces that are jamming you from moving forward. And when that's the case, it doesn't matter how much you rev that engine, you're not going to be able to actually move through there. It's going to be tremendous efforting and struggle. And part of whole being permission is clearing the beliefs, the programming, the energetic programming, the trauma, the collective and ancestral patterns, the karma, the spiritual contracts, all the pieces that are those cement blocks and cables and boots and emergency brakes, so that your Ferrari of your being, your mission, your purpose can be unlimited and just flying forward to have that impact in the world and to create that lifestyle you're really wanting to have. So when we help you open up in whole being permission, we're helping to get all your horses riding the same direction and to actually get all those obstacles out of the way so that you can actually move forward with ease, with joy, in a fun way. And that is what we're looking at here. I mean, imagine what your life would be like if all that struggle, that resistance was opened up, if you weren't in inner conflict about giving your gifts to the world, if you actually were able to move forward and serve the people you are here to serve, wake up every day in the morning knowing you're getting to live a life of giving your gifts, living your passion, and helping people in the way you came to this planet to help them. And being well compensated for it. Actually getting to live the lifestyle of freedom, of ease, of joy. That's the appropriate fruits of giving those gifts to the world and receiving in return back from the world's gratitude. Imagine being able to leave this planet one day knowing that you gave those gifts, that you had that impact, being able to see all the people that you've impacted, and feeling the joy of that. I get to live that, and I didn't for a long time. I really struggled. I knew I had so much more to give, and I just kept jamming into obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. And eventually, through energetic NLP and through all these clearing processes, I was able to open it up more and more and more, and now I actually get to live that life, where I wake up in the morning knowing I'm doing what I love, what I'm here to do, serving people, transforming, and being well compensated for it. And I love that. It gives a level of fulfillment that's just off the charts. It's incomparable. And so we would love that for you. That's what we want for you, to be able to have a life, whatever your authentic version of that is, that you love living when you wake up every morning, that you go to bed grateful to have been able to give your gifts to the world that way, that day. And part of Art and my gift is to help you give your gifts. It's our passion, where we've been cultivating it for years. Like between the two of us, we've been helping people unleash their gifts for almost 50 years. And so we would love to be able to support you in this. And one of our jobs, and one of my jobs here today, is to help inspire you to really be committed to giving your gifts to the world. Because I don't know about you, but when I look out at the world, I don't think there's ever been a time on this planet that's needed us to bring our gifts more than today. The amount of conflict, of suffering, of unconsciousness arising in the whole social political arena and just all over the planet, they need us. The earth needs us to step into our power, to have that bigger impact, to have that bigger reach. You know, we really believe that we each came here to play a role, and none of us can do it by ourselves. We all need to be moving forward, and we need help to unleash it to get there. And so I just want to invite you to really think about, what would the cost be to you if you don't really give your gifts? If you don't step into and unleash yourself and step forward into that life of really living your passion and your purpose and your mission, and giving that unique superpower and gift that only you can give to the people you're here to serve. Think about what that would be like to wake up on those days knowing you're not giving those gifts. Maybe you've already been feeling that. What would it be like to still be there in 5 years? And to still not have been able to shift into that place? What about all the people who are needing you, whose souls are crying out for the support that you're here to give them? You alone are the one that's for them. Art once told me a thing. He said, Jeff, and he believes this about everyone, and so do I, there are people all over the world praying for you to bring your gifts to them. They don't even know it's you, but they are praying for you to bring your gifts to them. And when I felt that, when I felt the pain of them of not bringing what I'm here to bring, what I came to this earth to bring to them, and them not receiving that, that was such a powerful motivation for me to really commit to waking up every day and doing everything I can to get my mission, my purpose, my gifts out there. And then the last thing I invite you to consider, and this is really to help motivate you, because whether you take us up on our ability to support you going here easily, rapidly, quickly, I hope either way you're deeply committed to giving your gifts to the world after this, because we need it. Like, I have an 8-year-old son, and when I imagine him growing up, that world, their future, is dependent on us giving our gifts and living our missions and our purposes. Maybe you have children or grandchildren or nieces or nephews. Their futures are dependent on us giving our gifts. So please, one way or the other, whether you decide to try and go on your own, whether you want our support and helping make it easier and more rapid and fun as you're getting there, either way, I just hope you're deeply committed to giving your gifts to the world. Now, Art and I have specifically designed this program to support you in this, and in some really incredible ways, because one of the beautiful pieces of the way this program is delivered and available is you get what we call energy spas. And energetic NLP, there are these energy spas where you go into a meditation, it's in a recording, and each time you go through the recording, your miraculous self, which is what we call the combination of your inner wisdom and spirit, like the deep wisdom that's authentic to you as a being, through the whole spectrum of your being, your inner wisdom and spirit. Your inner wisdom and spirit gets to decide exactly what needs to be cleared, transformed, and healed to help you go to that next layer in giving your gifts to the world. And there's always layers. You know, any of us who've been on this path like you have for a long time know that it's an onion game. You know, you work with a pattern, you get to a next layer, and when you're getting ready to jump to that next layer of your mission, your purpose, your life, we meet our old friends at that new depth or that new height. And so the value of having meditations and processes where your inner wisdom and spirit can take you through clearing and healing layer by layer by layer, elegantly, easily, through the years, is priceless. The beauty of this program is it's not a one-off. It's not like you go through it and you get a big quantum leap, and that would be awesome. Even if you just went through the program and got one big quantum leap in giving your gifts, that would be a tremendous gift. But this goes way farther than that. We actually have designed and provided for you a whole program. It's like a virtual spa that you go into, that each time you go back into, and you'll have lifetime availability of this, will help you transform that next layer. So it helps you take quantum leap after quantum leap after quantum leap after quantum leap, and making it easier so we don't have to struggle so much. And in all probability, you've struggled enough. I think it's time for a little bit more ease. I think you deserve that. So if this resonates with you, if you would like us to really help you take that journey of giving your gifts to the next level and to the world at the next level, and you feeling this resonate in you, and you're in that place of, I don't know, will I, won't I would strongly encourage you to take that jump and allow us to really help take you on this journey. We would love to, and I just can't even say how meaningful and precious it's been to me when I have had teachers and facilitators and coaches help me take my next quantum leaps. I couldn't have done it without them, honestly. I thought I did. I tried for years sometimes to take my own quantum leaps. Inevitably, I got tired of slamming my head into a wall or dragging big weights behind me as I tried to move forward, and got really excellent help. And it was amazing how quickly it shifted. Some of the best investments I've ever made have been getting that support. So we hope to see you in the program. We'd love to be able to have you, jump in with us and take this next round of your adventure. Let us help guide and support you in that. And all the details for the program are on this page below, including all the other logistics and price. We'd love to have you in the program. And regardless, please stay committed to giving your gifts to the world. The world needs you right now. Every morning, make that commitment. Make it fresh, make it new, and do whatever you need to do to give your gifts to the world. And I just want to honor you as someone who's taking the time to watch this and to invest in yourself, because we need spiritual warriors and we need people like you who are really doing what they need to do in your inner work and in your outer work and your play in the world and your service. We need you. And I just want to honor you and thank you. And thank you for spending this time with me today. Can't wait to see you in the program.